automatically going to be hot for you like you're a porn star for the rest of your life. Okay, so how a man idealizes love is what your ideal of love is and relationship is might be different than mine. I'm not sure if that means to you that she's like automatically going to be hot for you like you're a porn star for the rest of your life, where you can just not grow in your life and she's still going to be attracted to you just like day one, where you can go on autopilot or be a nice guy or treat her like your mommy and your little boy needs to be saved and still expect her to be attracted to you or have polarity in your relationship. If you don't feel as a man you need to do anything or grow as a man, I wouldn't say that that's an idealized way that a woman needs to love you. I think that, if that's on us as a man, and I think every man here would agree, that if we feel like we can just do whatever and be a sack of shit or on autopilot, and she's going to show up for us like she did in the first year of relationship, I don't think that that's realistic. So one thing I look at this is, how are you expecting two different people to love each other? And what are the values you want to grow in a relationship ongoing? So give me some feedback, if you would, on where a man says, it helps me understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's different than, well, a woman is incapable of loving a man in the man's idealized way. So how do you see those situations different? How might behaviorism or understanding cavewoman, caveman, or evolutionary biology, how might that help a man understand why? And how is that different than a woman is incapable of loving a man in the same way he idealizes? What would you say about that?
Well, I guess the thing that hit me about that is until we learn, right, I expect men to just be like hairy women, and then men expect like me to be able to be in the world, think in the world, act in the world, show love in the world like a man would do. And I still am learning that those can be very different ways. And the gift and magic of that is that you're both bringing to the table, like she's bringing silver, he's bringing gold, and you're creating something unique and incredible together. So I would imagine that if a woman's not seen as being a woman and loving in the feminine way, then it would come across as incapable. And I could see that, playing a part into like feeling like someone can understand the relationship if we are accepting that we are very different energies, and we show love in different ways. And I know that also part of this, and you mentioned that part of Red Pill is that, the idea that women, I think you call it like a monkey branch just to the next tree. Like if a man comes along who's stronger, better, more powerful in the hierarchy, she'll just be like, oh, never mind, I'm going over there. Um, there's different levels of that, right? Because absolutely there are women who do that. And that's when you would say like women have no honor, right? Um, and then I've experienced on the other end men doing that with me. Like younger years, someone snazzier, shinier, maybe less work, maybe like um, uh, and they would go and they would jump on that tree, like literally. So and I'm sure there are moments, I know there were moments when I like lonely, sad, feeling awful about myself. It's like, you know what, men like are incapable of just loving, because obviously no one wants to love, someone like me. They'd rather have the that version, and I don't match up.
Yeah. So again, I like to lean on David Data and the way he talks about this. And you're saying, so at level one, either a person lives at surface level or we're feeling unconscious, unaware. Maybe we've been drinking, using drugs, think like we're not treating ourselves well. And we're in a really shitty emotional mental spot. and we're thinking at a first level, not very conscious space, then we might think, oh yeah, it's all their fault, or look at this is another man screwing me over, or another woman who's cheating on me, this kind of thing, and just generalize and blame, play the victim, be at that level one. And there's certainly people that are out there in the world like that. Okay. Beyond that is the level two of we try to compromise, and then the guy falls into nice guy habits because he doesn't know what strategies to use. He doesn't know how these dynamics are going to play out over time. And at the beginning, we get along really well, and it's fairly easy because of hormones that are being released: oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine. Like that's the honeymoon phase. It's literally all these chemicals being released. And David Data, the deepest level is, well, what's best for us in a relationship? How can we talk about moving forward and growing together, right? Way before, hopefully, we get to a place where we're saying that she's incapable of loving me in the way that I want to. Well, has that man been speaking up since day one of how he wants to be loved, of how he wants to do relationship
Mm.
together?